Yo, 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 what's up? 0% podcast fam. Welcome
0%
back.
0% podcast fam.
Welcome back, baby, to the 0%. I'm MC Tricka Gangsta Ethaniel in the house, and I'm joined by a gay
Jake.
man.
My name is Jake. I'm a gake, and
I make
you
that
can
booty
call
quake.
me Mr. Snake. I'm not a... I just do the beats,
I'm not a
alright?
rapper. What are you trying to be, Brian now?
Yeah. I just do the beats. Brian.
Anyways, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We have another late show. But you know what? We're called the 0% podcast, and part of the definition of that name is 0% effort, 0% care in the show.
Oh.
So this should be expected that we do not release weekly episodes.
But now we're going to...
It comes out when it comes out.
No, we're doing it now. This time, I say it's going to work out.
For real this time.
For real this time, guys. Believe me.
What's going on in Jake Land? What's been going on?
Jake Land's fucking gay, dude. I have to deal with this fucking pregnant ass, fucking emotional as hell girlfriend all the time, and
No sex.
Yeah, dude. God damn it. I fucked for the first time since we found out she was pregnant, like 2 days ago. Like, god damn.
I lasted 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I didn't last very long at all.
Oh my god.
I was excited, I was like, I need to suck on some titties before there's milk coming out of them.
Oh my god. Damn, that's gonna be crazy. Is that for some reason some guys like that, but I think it's kind of gross.
It's pretty
like,
gross.
Guys who want to drink a woman's milk.
Yeah, I think it's very gross.
When she has a kid, you can't be sucking on titties anymore.
It's gonna be at least 1 or 2 years before I can suck on some titties again.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's the saddest part. That is the saddest thing.
God damn, dude.
You can't even just casually suck titty without, because you're also lactose intolerant, So
so I'll just start,
shit your pants.
I'll just
shitting your
shit
pants.
the bed while fucking.
Yeah. So that's actually really depressing.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, for me, I just been chilling, bro. Just been drinking and chilling.
Well,
fuck all.
I sent you a screenshot from a message I got on Discord the other night. This guy just seemed really dumb. Like, is this the real Jake? Like, who's impersonating me, first of all? Is this a real Jake from 0%? And I was like, yeah, what do you want? And he said something like, I didn't even know he said it because I was with my family. I was at dinner when I saw this message. But he said, can you give me Ethan's Discord contact because he's the better host? I didn't realize that until just now when I went back and read the message, because when he was like, I remember him saying, give me Ethan's contact. I don't remember him saying that you're the good host. But when he said that, I was like, fuck off. Like, why are you trying to fuck with me? Like, if you can find me, then you can find him.
Maybe.
What do you want?
Yeah, actually, that is true. That is true.
So
that's
after
weird.
seeing that, I responded to him and I was like, my bad. Didn't realize what the fuck you said before I was like, fuck off. But you can still just find it. Like, just look for it, bro.
Yeah,
if you really want to contact Ethan.
I'm thinking okay, so I'm sure, I know that you do your descriptions differently, so maybe I don't know, how could someone find your name but not mine? That's kind of retarded. Like, if you listen to the show and you see any description, you see a server link. So whatever, man.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I have fans, bro. I have loyal fans. This is a message to all these motherfuckers out here who I like the show and all, but Ethan sucks. How about you kill yourself?
I wanted to bring this up because I have 2 friends that I know that have told me that they don't like you. They like half the show, and that's me. And I sit here and I'm wondering, like, well, is that just like what I'm hearing because it's the people that I talk to? Or is that like the case? Like, do people just like me more than Ethan? Because I don't want that to be the case. I'm like, someone tell me they hate me. So when that guy said Ethan's the better host, I was like, oh, cool, awesome.
If they
I
talk
like
to you more
now.
and they met you, they already know you. Obviously, they're gonna like you more.
Well, yeah, but like, they're like, I don't watch the show because of Ethan.
Well, that's like, bruh, what the hell did I do? What did I do? You know, I don't know. Some people might not like my voice. That's okay. Some people might not like my they might not like my takes. You know, I have hot takes.
Well, what truly matters is Cheech likes you. So
that's all that matters.
Yeah,
that's all that matters in my eyes. So, but that other goofball, the previous one, you can go fuck yourself.
Other goofball? Who are you talking about?
Did you say that guy didn't like me?
What, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh isn't a fan of you.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
Josh
don't
is
know
great.
what I did.
There's no way he has anything against you. He just, I guess, just doesn't like hearing you talk on a podcast.
You sound gay
he
as
doesn't like you
fuck.
as a podcaster. I don't know.
You sound gay as shit. I'm not much. No one can say that they don't like me as a podcaster. The only thing that they can say is they don't like my opinions on things and the way I talk about shit and how I sound, because I'm a much better podcaster than Jake. That's for damn sure. I keep this show on the rails.
That is definitely true. You're definitely a better podcaster than me.
So, you know, we're like, Ethan, he's just, just doesn't get it, bro. He's not meant for podcasting, bro. Well, how about I break your neck?
I think that you are just as meant for podcasting as Mike from We Are Assholes.
You know what I think? I think this stems from? I think it stems from you bamboozled me and tricked me, and you on air tricked me and got me to argue about. You said people are thinking that I'm an incel, and I had to defend myself for a whole an episode, talking about how I swear I'm not an incel. I swear I'm not.
That
to
was
the
a
audience.
Good episode, dude. That was a great episode.
When we released that episode, I was like, I know that people are not gonna find the comedy in this. Some people are gonna be like, this dude's fucking cringe as fuck. This dude is a mega incel.
I don't know if we ever explained this, but there is the Am I the Incel or Am I an Incel episode. I don't remember what number it is. But I basically...
You made it up.
Yeah, I instigated it. I told you that people said you're an incel when I heard it from one guy who... It was Will.
Oh my god!
So I
don't give a fuck what the hell Will thinks.
You're an incel, and then it turned into a super fun, awesome episode. And then afterward, Cheech texted me, and he was like, "Yo, who the fuck said Ethan sounds like an incel?" And I said, "No one. I made it up." And he fucking laughed his ass off.
Well, I'm glad that Will's show is fucking dead. And then after that happened, he died by accidentally slicing open his wrist
again.
And, I don't know how you accidentally cut your wrists, but he did that and he died. So
I don't know. I think he I'm trying to come up with a joke and come up with something absurd.
He fell on a razor.
He fell on a razor. No, he was watching a child through a window and tried to break in or something.
Yeah, probably. Oh my god. I feel
he
like
saw Pokemon cards in his neighbor's house and broke in the window.
I feel like this is not talked about enough. Okay, I feel like some people might look at me and they think like this guy's an incel loser or some shit. But we had a guest, our first guest on this show. When we are when we're recording, we have a webcam on with guests, and I see this man wearing a pink cat headphones. He's drinking 2 liters of Pepsi on his desk casually, and he just shows us his gay collection of action figures or some shit.
He was wearing a printed Goku shirt. It wasn't like a costume or anything. It was literally just a long sleeve shirt with Goku's clothes printed onto it.
Freaking dumb.
He looked
so.
It was goofy. It was.
Let's just say that all of the Ethan deniers, all the Ethan deniers out there. But there's a lot worse. There's a lot worse co-hosts to have. So be grateful for what you have. Basically, is the moral of the story.
I don't know.
So,
I think you're just as good of a podcaster as Mike from We Are Assholes. And We
I'm
Are
just as good
Assholes
of a podcaster than
is dead.
I'm actually a better podcaster than the most popular podcasting show that this whole like social group knows of. Forgot what they're called.
You talking about Fartmouth?
No.
Who's
The
right?
most popular. No, not them. Not besides them.
Are you talking
You said there's
about...
you said there's a podcast that sucks ass and it's the most popular.
No, Who's Right is the most popular.
We'll bust under them.
Rubberneckers is probably
Yeah.
the second.
Yeah, Rubberneckers.
They
You
get,
said
like,
that show
300
sucks.
a week or something.
You said that show sucks.
I went on
ass.
Rubberneckers, by the way. Hey guys, I went on Rubberneckers.
You said that show sucks because like the host sucks or something.
So the hosts were Josh, a guy named Edward, Jody B, and a guy named John Jamingo. And I don't want to fucking talk about John Jamingo on our show. But
Yeah, John Jamingo. Yeah,
he's
and
known
there's
as,
like
I don't know, he's just a weird guy and he's kind of a dickhead and people don't like him. But like in my experience, he was a pretty nice guy. Like I don't listen to Rubberneckers, but he seemed cool. And
all I know
Jody's
is I've heard some flack. That's all. I've heard some flack through the grapevine that listening to that show is like rubbing your like broken glass on your ears.
Well, how about this? Josh and Edward quit Rubberneckers, and
these dudes quit podcasts every other week, bro.
Well,
like stick to something,
Josh
bro.
joined Am I Cancelled, which is a show that it was Edward's like solo show.
Well, let me tell you something, Josh. You're canceling yourself by leaving and joining shows every fucking week. Like, pick a show.
No, he was literally on 3 shows, and he quit all 3 of them at the same time and started doing Am I Cancelled with Edward. And you know, I don't know, maybe it'll make you feel better that Josh doesn't like my co-host, but Josh, I love you. I hate your co-host.
Fucking
Edward.
I'm making beef. This whole community, I'm gonna be canceled, bro. I've already like there's like 3 people now that don't have like that's our relationship is fractured. It's like 3 different podcasters now, so that's great for me.
What? 3 podcasts?
Probably will likely be more.
What do you mean?
Well, let's get into it. You know, there was the unreleased episode. I don't know if you should reveal who that was. I don't know if people know, you know, I don't know.
Oh,
We had the unreleased episode. It didn't flow well, you know, it didn't mesh well, you know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then we have the Fartmouth crew, and you know, they're their own thing. Okay. That's that's okay. You know. Let's just say it's not, it's kind of I'm just gonna say that it's not courteous and kind of retarded to go on someone's show and then be drunk as shit and then have another person on when that was never like said beforehand and then like treat it like it's your own show. Like never shut the fuck up, That's, so there's that. Now I have Josh. So I have like 3 different enemies. 3 different enemies. Nemesis.
One of the enemies that you have disappears off the face of the earth like all the time. So he's been gone for months. Like no one's spoken to him for months.
Oh, wow.
So you don't have to worry about him, even though people do like him. But yeah, what was it with Fartmouth?
I know that they don't care. And they're like, Ethan's kind of good.
What I was going to say is,
but it's like,
we didn't sever anything with Fartmouth. I went on Fartmouth, and Tyler said that you hated them, and I said, no, Ethan just hates you, Tyler. And so Jake said, well, have me on then. And then Tyler actually suggested, I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but Tyler suggested that we trade Jake's for an episode.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say my fullest thoughts on Tyler, and it's not like I don't really hate him that much. It's just a little annoying. Like I'm sure he thinks I'm mildly annoying as well. So he's you're okay to have the opinion that Ethan's kind of gay, But so my thoughts and opinions on Tyler are that I think like so this is known that he used to be like much fatter or something, and then he lost a bunch of weight or something, Is what I was.
Yeah,
what
he
is
used
the
to be 460 pounds, and he lost 200 pounds.
and basically, so it makes 100% sense. I get it, but the way he talks about sex and women is it sounds so much like someone who's just had sex for the first time. It is like really obsessed with it. Like it literally sounds like the way he talks about sex and women. It sounds like a middle schooler kind of, you know.
Well, Tyler
that's the vibe
is really
and
obsessed
it's kind
with
of
sex, and that's kind of like one of his things that people know him for. Like, if you listen to an episode of
I
Fartmouth
didn't
and
know
you
that.
expect them to not talk about their sexual adventures, then you're dumb. Like, because
I don't know, man.
that's just one of the things that he does.
Me personally, I'm a lover, not a fucker. I'd
Yeah,
rather
that's
not
why I
have
want to get Mike
sex.
on.
I'd rather not have sex. I'd rather, if a girl, whenever I'm with a girl and she takes her clothes off and pounces on me and says, give me everything you got, I say, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's sit and talk about our feelings for a while first. Like, hold on there. You know? Am I right?
Say what?
When a girl is like, she grabs my hand, forces my hand down on her like vagina, and I can feel that it's just soaking. And she's basically like practically ripping my clothes off, and she's saying, "Please fuck me, daddy, fuck me." I say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
You want to repeat that in a way that's less fucking dorky? You paused. You were like, when a girl like grabs my hand and puts it like by her vagina.
I'm just explaining.
You need to.
I'm telling.
Say it again, but sound cooler, fag.
When a girl grabs my hand and makes me caress her fucking vaginal pussy, like, I don't care. I don't care if I sound cool. I'm just describing. When a girl does that to me, I say, whoa, I need you to stop. Let's talk about our emotions right now. Let's how about take me to dinner first? You know, like I'm that guy.
Oh my god.
And by that I mean I'm gay as fuck.
There's literally people that don't like you because you're a quote unquote incel, and you come on here and start sounding like such a fag.
I love the meme. I love it. I actually I don't like it, but you know I like to play in these things. But
You read the room.
it is what, like, bro. If they already think I'm an incel, like if you think someone's an incel, they're not changing. Like if you see a guy who's an incel, and unless they somehow the next day walk in with a leather jacket and fucking like aviators and like 2 bitches on each arm, you're not gonna think that they're not an incel. You have your opinion. You have your mind set. Me coming on, if I come on here and try to explain to everybody that actually I'm celibate because I'm choosing to not give a fuck about dating. You see, there's a lot of factors, yada yada yada, time, money, stress, attention, etc. They don't care. They're just saying you can't get laid, pussy. So if I just make jokes about that the other way, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I still say that Mike is a fucking incel, even though he fucks all the time. He just hates women.
Yeah, I fucking hate women too.
But he's got like a nasally, high-pitched fucking like just like fuck you voice. Like he's literally the guy on 4chan that like talks about killing fags. You know?
Wow, man. But
that's
yeah,
why I want to get him on, because you guys are extremely similar, except for when it comes to sex. You're opposites.
Who?
Mike from We Are Assholes.
How are we opposite? Oh yeah. Well, no, I was joking, bro. I like. Did you know I like sex? You know
No,
that?
you don't.
Yeah, I don't.
We
really
lived together
care
for
sex
years,
so
and you
much.
never fucked me.
I don't know. Some like it's.
Man, me and
for-
Ethan got drunk so many times, and he never even tried.
Yeah. You know, fucking Brian's. I'm not gonna. I was
Man,
about to
if you
roast
didn't
the
say
fuck
his
out of
name,
Brian.
you'd be able to.
I'm about to. Let's just. How about the audience just comes up with what they want? You know, I was gonna say something about Brian, but I'm choosing not to. So that's a mystery for you guys. But what was I even gonna say, bro? Oh yeah. No, it's for me when I meet a guy, like a bro, and I think, like, let's see where this goes. Where's our friendship going? You know, if I meet a new friend, it's a big turnoff when they're like obsessed, like they're monkey brain about fucking sex, which most guys are. You know, that's, you know, it is what it is. It's just kind of, it rubs me the wrong way, because it's just kind of like, Get control of yourself, man. Get control of your cock. Use your brain up here, not your brain down there. You know? There's more to life than fucking roast beef. Oh, speaking of roast beef, there's actually on Twitter right now, there was like a 15-year-old girl who got like, I don't know why she's famous, but for some reason she's famous and she's 15 and she got like her nudes leaked or some shit, and then people are roasting her because her pussy's not pink and looks like roast beef. And it's like, what the fuck? She's 15 years old. What is wrong with you people?
Yeah, why you gonna go and roast this 15-year-old girl whose nudes were leaked?
It's insane.
Dude, she's gonna fucking kill herself for that.
Twitter is literally
like her entire world. She's 15. She lives with her parents. She goes to fucking high school, and her nudes leaked to the entire world. She's gonna fucking kill herself.
I guess
there have been women that had their nudes leaked to just the high school they were at that fucking killed themselves.
That's different, honestly. That's kind of different because you have to see them all the time, and you go to school every day.
Well, I'm sure everyone at school knows.
Well, yeah, actually, you know what? They probably do. I don't know why she's famous, but apparently she is, you know. So that's fun. Twitter is literally like, Twitter is like, it's like Chicago or Detroit of the internet. Like, it's the most crazy, bizarre, like.
No, it's like
when I was younger, I used to think 4chan. Yeah, it's like Florida. I'd say 4chan is like fucking Detroit, and Twitter is Florida. Like, it's just like, I used to think, okay, 4chan's crazy. Like, you might meet some crazy hacker who doxes you or some shit. But no, Twitter is a fucking minefield. You go on Twitter, like, you lose brain cells just from opening the app. You can actually feel the brain cells in your brain leaving.
Yes.
And you will
dying,
just see the most
not leaving.
Ridiculous things.
Literally dying. Like they're like void of nutrients and like, so yeah. When you like, you know, books are food for your brain. You know, you learned in elementary school. Fucking Twitter is the opposite. It's a drought and a famine of knowledge to your brain.
I can feel my brain, the wrinkles on like getting smoothened out.
Speaking of Twitter. My weekly hate is literally Twitter. And we're 20 minutes into this thing. We haven't done weekly hates yet. But
okay.
My weekly hate is Twitter. Fucking
mine is Facebook.
Oh.
Anybody still use Facebook?
Okay. Well,
we should make a 0% Facebook page.
Okay.
Have all the boomers go on there. And our only followers going to be Jody B.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
And yeah, who's right? Because they're all boomers.
I made a Twitter account. So I could finally get out there and use Twitter and talk to people. Like, I've had one before.
And no one followed me.
I never used it. I just didn't care about it. I made a new one for, you know, my internet personality where I don't follow porn stars.
Twitter is not. Well, I don't know why you made Instagram is the way to go. I don't know why you made a Twitter.
So I could talk to other people in the podcasting sphere.
Like what they all have Twitter. They just don't use Instagram. Like, Instagram is the superior fucking social media site, bro. It's way superior.
I mean, it's
in every way.
It's better in a lot of cases, but Twitter is much more of just like a social hub. So I was I'm gonna make a fucking Instagram too. Shut up! I'm telling you my weekly hate and why I hate Twitter. Okay?
Yeah, okay. You have all these tweets and they get no replies, no likes, no anything, because on Instagram it's much like if you have a funny picture and your thoughts, that is a much easier way to get traction than just saying something retarded on Twitter. And like Twitter sucks, bro.
Yeah,
Twitter fucking blows.
I agree, and I just said I'm gonna make an Instagram. But yeah, I fucking made it.
How about you delete your fucking Twitch?
Nick, who's my co-host on Record Rippers, said something about Weezer, and I responded with, "Weezer is terrible, and you should die for mentioning them." And I got put in Twitter jail. That was like my second tweet.
Wow,
that was like my second tweet.
Oh my god, you're a fucking nobody, and they fucking got your ass.
Yeah,
that is insane. But we are living in 1984. We are living in 1984.
No more nudes on the Discord.
Yeah.
No femboys on the
Discord. No femboys
server.
allowed on Discord. Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. We're living in an Orwellian society now. Orwellian future.
Yeah, that's my fucking literally. 2 followers following 10 people and get put in Twitter jail because I told Nick he should die.
That sucks. That's literally like if I ever like I should be like there's nothing better than going online and saying that a group of people should die.
Dude, and Twitter is the perfect bait for that. Like I'll scroll through Twitter and I'm like, there are so many things. You're a fucking retard. You're a fucking moron. Fuck you.
When it gets to the point where I personally get banned for that, for telling someone to die, I will be very sad. I'll be defeated. You know,
Twitter
that's my thing.
Is the perfect bait
I love it.
to say all the things that get you banned on Twitter. And
yeah.
You just can't. So, like, you sit there and you scroll through and everything is designed to make you angry so you interact with it. But you have to worry about what you say or else you're going to get fucking banned.
I could never be, like, a big Twitter user. Because sometimes I see, like, a retarded tweet and, like... Or I'll see something that's like controversial. Like go to the comments to see what people are talking about, and I'll see just the stupidest reply. Like literally, I saw one tweet, and it was like, okay, so there's this restaurant, that's like the whole gimmick of the restaurant is that the servers are rude to you. So that's actually lit as fuck to work there because
I would love to work at a place like that.
Here's your fucking meal, you fat fuck. like they can be rude as fuck to you, and that's the whole gimmick. That's the restaurant. And there was this video of this girl who like put their food down and then took an onion ring and ate it in front of them and gave him a middle finger and walked away. And then he said, I understand that's the gimmick of the restaurant, but this is going too far. Don't ever touch my food. And people are like roasting the fuck. You could see all the comments roasting the fuck out of him, calling him just a fucking pussy and a retard. Like is like, and then some people might like be like, yeah, that is too far. Won't you touch my food? Like that's not okay, you know. But it's like, and then there's like comments like, have you ever worked in a restaurant? Do you know that tons of people touch your shit back there?
Yeah.
Do you think the food magically just teleported on the plate? Like, bro, no one wears gloves. I worked in a restaurant. No one wears fucking gloves. I've seen servers take fries off of your fucking shit before it gets to your table, bro.
That would be fucking awesome. Like, dude, I can't imagine how cool it would be, how great it would be to fucking give someone their plate, eat an onion ring, and flick them off, and then they get mad at me. And I'm allowed to just be a dick back to them.
That'd be great.
That'd
be a great place for me to work.
Bag fucking retard. Get the fuck out of here if you hate it so much. You know, like just fuck off. I will literally kick your ass behind the fucking...
screaming the N-word as
in
loud
the alley
as fuck.
out back. I'll beat the fucking shit out of you. Fucking come at me again. You know?
I have a fucking gun in my bag. I'll fucking blast your goddamn brains out.
I have a gun in my locker.
I have a gun. I think that will get you fired.
Yeah. That's a little too far.
I think you will probably get fired.
I'll be like, fuck you then. Get the fuck out of here, fag. You'd probably get fired for saying fag.
Calling someone a fag.
Yeah.
This dude, you get fired on the first day, bro. This dude, you're like,
I would literally get fired on the first day.
Like, I didn't mean to say that. Like, well, too bad.
Would it be awesome?
Oh my god. But yeah, so I've been on some apps and whatnot where I will, you know, because for me, when I argue with somebody, most of the time I'm right. I would say 10% of the time, I'm wrong. You know what? I'll bump it up to 15% of the time. I'm wrong. You know, and when I'm wrong, I'm like, okay, I you know what? You got me. I was wrong. But so when I argue with somebody, most of the time, I don't put the effort in to argue with somebody unless I am very confident in my stance. So I've been on, I will argue with somebody until they give up. Jake knows this more than
yes.
I will argue with somebody until they give up and decide that yes, I am correct. I am the winner because you are wrong and I am correct, and I will debate this. I should have been in debate class, but I never was, sadly.
I had a conversation about how you argue literally with Nick like a week ago or so, and this dude, like, I told him how you argue and how like you will just like bully someone into submitting. And he was like, So he's basically the guy in kindergarten that's like, you're fucking stupid if you think Spider-Man's bad. Yes, literally.
That's a very simplistic way of putting it.
You know what? Blue is
I
better
will say
than
that
green, retard.
some things, a lot of artistic things in this world are subjective, but there's some things that are objective. So like saying, like we can with objectivity say Spider-Man is a like cooler superhero than Superman because he just has better stories, better villains, etc., etc. We can go all day about. I can make an argument about how Spider-Man's objectively better than Superman, and you know, so yeah. But it's like the way if someone says something retarded, I have to dismantle what you just said, and it's a battle of wits, bro. If you argue with me, you are battling. You must be equipped. You must be equipped. Don't come in half-cocked like fucking Brian does all the fucking time. He will start an argument and not be ready to defend his point. And he'll say a point with very big flaws, and I will go piece by piece and discombobulate and fucking destroy every ounce of what your argument was and tell you why what you just said was wrong. So
why can't you just ignore it?
Because you can't tell me that I'm wrong. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. I'm better. I am correct. If you tell me I'm wrong, you're wrong, bro. It's like if you say some shit like, actually Star Trek is better than Star Wars. I'm gonna say no. How much money does Star Trek have? Loser. And just fucking roast the shit out of you because you don't say wrong shit to me like that ever again.
Well, that's fucking stupid because I'm pretty sure Star Trek is better than Star Wars.
It probably is.
It probably is.
You know what? That's a bad example.
Yeah, because you've never watched Star Trek.
But let's just say, like, just don't say wrong things to me. Don't say wrong things to me, basically. Like, I'm trying to think of something that's like...
Don't say wrong things, or don't say right things that I don't know better.
No. I know everything about all the things that I know about. So, what is something that is wrong? Tell me something that's wrong. Tell me something that is, is wrong.
Batman is a fun character.
He can be fun. He can be fun. Let me think.
Batman's goofy. I don't know.
I'm gonna say like... let's say like Brian, because Brian used to be on the side, the woman's team, you know, he was a lesbian. And
women are smart.
Yeah, if someone comes up to me and they say women, every time there's a breakup, it's always the man's fault, and women are better. I'm gonna fucking destroy you. I will fucking make sure that you like think about suicide. So, yeah, don't say wrong things to me. Like saying 2 + 2 = 5. You will get destroyed by me. I don't care how young you are. I don't care if you're 3. I'll break your fucking neck.
Well, that's why people don't like you.
Moving yeah, there you go. I mean, that's why I can't be on Twitter, because I would just be arguing with people all day. I've been on arguments online with people that have lasted days. I have been in arguments that have lasted days.
I heard a song on like Spotify. I don't know, whatever album I was listening to ended. It was like a punk album, so it started recommending me punk music. And just like playing random songs I've never heard before. And this song, it made me think of my friend Matt. But it also now makes me think of you during this conversation that we're having
Jake's
right now.
Jake's friend Matt?
Don't get into that.
Why? Is he listening to the show?
Because you literally just continued and named him. Like, don't be such a dick
you named
about
him.
It. I named him first, yeah, but then you continued it by saying his name again.
So?
We don't have to fucking spotlight him like that, bruh. He's one of my friends.
It's funny, bro.
Yeah, okay, my friend Matt, we'll just say my friend Matt is pretty fucking cringe, but he's also like one of my best friends. I like him.
Fine, we'll leave it at that, bro.
What was I about to say? Yeah, the song that played, literally, I think all of the lyrics are just, I'm arguing with strangers on the internet, and I'm winning. and I'm winning.
It's lit. That's a good ass song, bro.
Literally, I'm arguing with strangers on the internet, and I'm
God.
winning. And then she screams, "And I'm winning!"
It's badass. Oh, that's amazing.
I'll have to find that song and send it to you. Then it's like punk, dude. It's like.
My weekly hate is the Velma TV show. There's a new
That show
TV
is
show.
just about Velma.
It's a new TV show on HBO Max, cartoon show where they basically rebooted everything. It's like, this is adult Scooby-Doo. And basically the main character is Velma, and she's now Indian, and she's lesbian. And Daphne is now Asian, and is like the annoying popular girl. And Shaggy is now black.
What?
And his name is not Shaggy anymore. It's Norville. And he doesn't smoke weed, and he's like the top of his class. He's a nerd, and he hates drugs.
What
They think
the
that's funny.
fuck?
They think it's funny to destroy his character. And what's that dude's name? Fred. He's like a rich boy, like white privileged loser that doesn't even know how to like fold his own clothes or like eat, like cut his own food. And he has like a
normal.
baby dick.
That's what Fred is supposed to be. No, but he's not supposed to have a baby dick.
And so that's the show. And it is like horrendous, and everybody hates it.
That sounds awful. Shaggy
It's
is a
fucking
black
weird.
nerd.
Yeah, Shaggy's a black nerd, and he says, I hate drugs. I hate drugs.
What the fuck? In the
Oh
original
my
Scooby-Doo, Shaggy's girlfriend was named Mary Jane.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Awesome. Bro, like, it's fucking disgusting to be
They're
like...
literally, like, their whole character, Shaggy and Scooby, are hungry stoners. Like, that's their entire character. Why the fuck? Why?
It makes no sense.
Okay.
Why you would make a show
The
with
only
established
thing that
characters
would
and
make
change
sense
them
for you to
completely.
change about the characters in Scooby-Doo is if you made Velma Asian, and that's it. Like, I guess you could pass for Asian in a modern cartoon. But
Well, we need diversity.
oh yeah, we need to have a nerdy black Shaggy. He's like Ned or no, what's the other guy's name from Ned's Declassified? The black guy.
Cookie or some shit?
Yeah, Cookie. Yeah, so we need to
Bro.
have Shaggy like him, who's like, drugs
What's
are
with
bad.
black nerds, bro? What was that a thing? Like, you had that black nerd on fucking Danny Phantom, too.
Oh yeah.
Like, so many black nerds in these
Fucking-
shows.
I'm sure one of the Peels, the guy fucking from Key and Peele, one of them has played
Why are you
many.
obsessed with peels, bro?
because bananas are dope, and I deep throat them one fucking bite.
But yeah, it's a it's a disgusting show. It's an abomination, and it's actually probably just like Velma is like probably like it's a self insert of Mindy Kaling, who was that one Indian girl in the fucking Office, and it's really weird. The show has like weird undertones. Like it basically feels like if you watch the show, it feels like it's not like what it is like a self-insert fantasy for this writer woman, and she just made herself the main character and like made characters from her own high school or something, and then like probably HBO was like, we don't want this shit, and then she just changed all the characters' names to Scooby-Doo characters, and then they're like, oh, Scooby-Doo, now we're talking, and then they did that, and so that's probably what it is. And it's also really weird because she is like only ever dated white guys, and in the show Velma, like they talk shit about white male privilege and shit, and they hate white men and shit. Like there's tons of shit in that, just in 2 episodes alone. And at the same time, Velma is attracted to Fred at first. Like she's like, damn, that's some white meat. And the actress writer lady who plays Velma is attracted to white men. So it's like this weird kink of it's like revealing her own kink of like she doesn't like white privileged straight men. But at the same time,
is this chick Indian?
yes, and she's like lustful for white dick
Well,
at the
no
same time.
shit. Have you ever seen an Indian man before?
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. She likes the
I
white
give
guy,
you
dude.
kebab.
They're literally like, I love you. Do you love me? I like you. hello, I'm under the water. Hello, please save me.
Yeah.
Like no shit, they like white guys.
Yeah, that's true. So that's I'm like, damn, that's disgusting. I also found out I found out a factoid for you that's probably going to make you reevaluate your life.
Oh, I hate those facts.
So She-Hulk costed $60 million more than Interstellar.
Wow.
So there you go.
Because of gay CG.
Because of CG that didn't even look good.
Yeah, bad CG.
Get that twerking physics.
Speaking of CG, fucking Avatar. The new Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful. It's amazing.
It's awesome.
I actually think that movie was very, very good. The original Avatar was lame, but the new one is insane.
No, you should rewatch it. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, while you're watching it, it has an okay story. Like, the story is okay. I did always like the idea of
You're only saying it's lame because it's the #1 movie in the world.
No, like that movie.
That's the only reason, because it has a very unmemorable story. Like once you're done watching it after like a month or a week, you're gonna be like barely remembering what the fuck happened.
That makes it lame.
The fact that it is #1. Like if it was any other movie,
oh yeah,
whatever.
I mean, because like it's a movie all about a whole like made up culture that has no culture. You know what I mean? Like there's no cultural element to it that like no one cared about it after a month. Yeah. Highest grossing movie of all fucking time. And just no one gave a shit. No one remembered a single character's name. I literally watched Avatar 2. I still only remember Jake Sully's name.
Yeah. That's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
But I think once they release 3, 4, 5, I think it's going to become a bigger thing. I mean, it's already a bigger thing now.
Oh, yeah.
The hype is there. Because that movie, the story was definitely better. And the CGI was fucking awesome as fuck.
The effects and everything. Like, all of the underwater scenes were actually motion captured underwater. So the actors were literally swimming. And, like, that shit, like, the amount of detail that James Cameron puts into, the CG and the acting and all that is, you can, in a CG movie, you can put the camera wherever the hell you want. So it doesn't really matter what these actors are doing as long as it seems, normal. But actors are trained to act around a camera. So James Cameron, in every single CG film, every single motion captured section, still had a camera in the room and placed the CG camera right there, Yeah. So, like, it's just little things that he did that made the movie look incredibly real. The reason why Red Dead 2 looked so good is because it was incredibly polished. Every single frame of this movie was masterfully polished. It looks awesome.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say every frame. It switches between different frame rates, which is really kind of stupid.
I didn't even notice.
Maybe I think it was actually projector problems that it switches between 24. I think it's 24 to double that, like 48 frames.
Huh.
Because most of the movie's animation.
Yeah.
So obviously animation looks better with more frames. Sometimes when it's like live action things like people in there, it will switch back to the normal frames per second, and then most of the movie was faster frames. But in some theaters, I think it was a problem with some of the projectors where like it would look a little weird switching back and forth.
Yeah, I didn't notice at all. I know that the first half of that movie looked really pretty. The second half of that movie looked really pretty and was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Literally, this is gonna sound so gay and so cringe, but I'm
an Avatar stan.
No. You know the
with James
fantasy
Cameron
that people have, and it's like, yeah, I want to go live in a log cabin in the middle of the woods with high-speed internet. That's not a thing that you can do, but it's something that people have, right? It's a fantasy people want.
Yeah.
I watched Avatar, and I watched in Avatar 2, like the Na'vi in their natural home, and I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, I wish I lived there. Like,
that was one of the things. Like, you put the words where I I had that same idea. I just didn't like have the words like that exact thought.
Yeah.
But for real, like some of the locations in that movie, I'm like, it would be dope to live here, bro.
It's like, dude, can you imagine?
I want to be in this world.
Because, like, yeah, in that world, why would you need a computer when if you plug your hair into a plant, you have a network, you have internet. That's internet, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone can communicate with each other at any time. And you can literally plug your hair into an animal, and then you can feel each other's feelings and understand each other. You could do that with anyone.
Shit's crazy,
Like,
bro.
the entire world, everyone is at peace with each other, and it's beautiful, and you have internet, and you don't have to worry about fucking roads or cars or paying bills or anything. Like, you text your dad, hey, when you're at the store today, make sure to get more milk. You know, we ran out of milk. In this, you could just plug your hair in and be like, oh, they already got a good harvest. I don't have to hunt anymore today, and go home. You know? Like, that's fucking
I'm
awesome.
not sure that's how it works, but you're on the right track.
No. Like, dude, like, if the whole Avatar, like, network and, like, connection that everyone has with each other is what I think it is, then
That doesn't really work like that.
that is 100%,
you
like, all I could ever
I can
want.
see that happening, but I think it's more complex than just like I think there's a lot more to it than just I plug my hair here and then somebody plugs their hair there. We can chat. Like that's not
No. I think it's more like the plants and the network around you stores memories. So it's not like you're just talking to someone who also has their hair plugged in. No, I think it's you're seeing what people have felt or thought in the past.
I think what's going to happen in the story is that the more we see the world, if we start to learn that the planet is like alive or something. I feel like the planet itself is alive.
Dude, in the first movie,
like,
one of the biggest plots was we're gonna cut down this tree, and they were like, that tree is way more than even just a spiritualistic, like religious thing. It's literally a thing that gives these people their like hope, and it's a thing that they worship on even deeper than a spiritual and religious level because they can actually feel it. They can see it.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
An atheist is like, I don't know if I believe in God. I don't really believe in God because I don't know. But with them, they know.
Yeah. His thing is Earth is a living organism in a sense, just like a tree is. It's just very fucking big. So it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. But it is cool as fuck to have a fictional world like that where it's easier to wrap your head around because Earth obviously isn't like that. But when you think about it, Earth is a living organism. But so this series kind of is able to wrap your head around that concept of we're all like part of a bigger thing, this ecosystem. So it's some deep shit, bro. And whaling is bad. And Brian's fucking dumb because he said this movie sucked. He said the story sucked. He's been shitting all over it.
The story was okay, but it was way more fun than the last story. I think that what this movie was missing that the first movie had was the first movie was much more like science fiction based, where this one is just kind of showing like them in their world. But the first one, I thought it was fucking dope. Like, as a kid in 2009, watching that movie and seeing, like, oh, there's a guy named Jake Sully, and he can literally just transfer his thought and his being to another person, And he can just go back and forth. And that's awesome.
For some reason,
cool
Brian, like, expected, like, the most fucking Oscar-worthy fucking, like, phenomenal story. Like, Chris Nolan fucking Breaking Bad, fucking Game of Thrones writing, fucking like amazing story. Like
that's not what happened.
You're not really here. You're not here for like. You're not really here for the story. The story just it does its job, but it does a little more than that too. Like it's a good story.
Like it's
the story anything that's like
these two Avatar movies have to do is carry the story, is carry the film. It's like that, the story just carries the film on its back, and it's like
the first movie
that's just a
was
thing
very
that
generic.
is there.
The first movie was very generic, but it was held up by how cool the world is. Yeah, and this movie, I would say, is definitely less generic than the first one.
Definitely,
and the world is even cooler in this movie.
The world is even fucking cooler.
So,
and
I don't understand,
the whole story around it this time was much more fun. you know?
Yeah.
So it was a lot more fun to watch in theaters for sure. This is one of the movies I rarely get like this with movies. This is one of the movies where I was like, I have to see it in a theater because apparently it looks amazing. So I have to see it in a theater, and I'm really glad I did.
I want to watch it again, bro. Like
Me too.
That's when you know it's good. You know, I don't always watch movies again. Sometimes I do, but for especially a 3-hour movie, like that movie is fucking long. But I'd watch that again. I watched the Batman for the first time, and then I was like, I'm gonna rewatch it again. And then I was like bored as fuck like halfway through because that movie's fucking long.
Yeah.
But like I think if I rewatch Avatar, I feel like I could like I'm gonna be very and thoroughly entertained throughout that rewatch versus like if I rewatched an MCU movie or whatever fucking shit came out.
So speaking of boring, long 3-hour movies, Ethan and I, we have a shared love for a movie called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's a great movie, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a movie called Babylon. I saw Babylon in theaters with my girlfriend a few days ago. The theater was fucking empty. No one cares about this fucking movie. Bro. But Babylon, the reason why I wanted to watch it so bad is because it was directed by the dude who did Whiplash and La La Land, and I think both of those movies are great. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch Babylon, dude. It has fucking Brad Pitt, it has Margot Robbie, it has fucking I can't remember, Tobey Maguire. So I'm like, okay,
it just looks I want to watch it. It's just kind of dumb.
So I watched. We go and watch the movie. I don't know what to think of it because I think most people, after watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, most people didn't really like it. They thought it was a movie about nothing. If you get it, then you get it. You know, if you know about the shit, then you get it, and it's a great movie. But in Babylon, after watching that 3-hour movie, I was like, I gotta be missing something because this movie was like, it had a lot of cool like big like massive parties where like you literally see like people fucking like a third of the fucking movie, party is people fucking. The rest of them are all
know
on
what
drugs.
You're missing. I know what you're missing. The movie is symbolism for like hell or something. Like it's called Babylon. It's like a biblical symbolism movie.
Yeah, but it's also about actors in Hollywood in the 1920s. And it's basically in the 1920s
it's like
and 30s.
Saying Hollywood is fucking hell, which is true.
And it's basically like, it made me think, because Brad Pitt's character was a silent film actor, and then film started being recorded with sound. And he did his best, but no one cared about him anymore. It makes me think of stuff like Charlie Chaplin was a famous silent film actor. Do you think that they just stopped casting him in movies because his voice wasn't good? Maybe, you know, like because that happened in the movie. Like, they just stopped casting people because their voice wasn't good enough. They were good silent actors, but they had bad voices.
Where are you going with this?
Literally, fucking Margot Robbie's character is a chick from Jersey.
We already talked about Avatar. We don't need a whole synopsis of like and just give me your review, bro. Like we don't need this whole like plot details. What is this movie?
The best way that I can put how I feel about this movie into words is literally, what the fuck? At least Once Upon a Time in Hollywood had an ending that like wrapped everything together. Where this movie, it did too, but it was way more scattered. And by the end of it, you're like, what the fuck did I watch? Why did I watch this?
Yeah, I mean, because it's one of those movies that you have to know what you're getting into. It's like I didn't even know that until just recently. What kind of like it's a movie it's a symbolism movie, bro. Like there's a lot of there's a movie that's really gory and dark, and it's called The House That Jack Built, and it's about a serial killer, and it's like it just goes through different points in his life, where he just kills random people, and it's different scenarios, and then as you get further and further throughout the movie, things become more like unhinged in reality and shit, and then you find out that at the end of the movie it's like, what the fuck, I'm watching like this symbolism of like Dante's Inferno, like what the fuck. It's just like retelling his story or some shit, but like in modern day. It's fucking weird. And there's movies like that just have like crazy symbolism, like, whoa, now you have to rewatch it and have this whole twist in your mind of what the symbols mean and Easter eggs or whatever the fuck. So it's one of those movies where it's like People just make weird movies, and then you think of like, I'm thinking about this movie because I don't understand it. Like people love making movies that trip you the fuck out, and you don't understand jack shit of what the hell you just saw.
Yeah, that's what Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is.
Yeah, I never saw that.
It's another just really trippy, like, what the fuck is this movie about kind of movie. Like you watch it while you're tripping, and you're like, what the fuck, you know? Like. It's a really weird movie. I won't get into that though, because everyone's seen it.
But yeah, Brian is kind of retarded because he works at a movie theater bar, and I've been on the phone with him while he's working, and a person will say, "This happened yesterday." He says, "Hey, what are you watching?" And then he says, "Oh, I'm gonna watch Avatar 2." He says, "That movie." It's not that good. He just tells so he literally with multiple movies he will tell them like that they're bad movie. Like basically imagine you go to a movie theater and you go to a bar to get a drink and you're about to watch a movie that you spent money on, and then someone tells you that you just made a bad purchase. God. Like the movie you're about to watch is not good. So go look forward to that. Like it's so stupid. Like a horror movie, a smaller horror movie called Megan came out, and it's kind of goofy as fuck. About like this killer doll, and he's like, that movie's like, I heard it's not really that scary. It just gives you a message. That's what he said to a woman. He said, I'm gonna watch Megan. He said, yeah, it's not really scary. It's like a movie with a message. It gives you a message. Like, what a terrible thing to say to a customer.
Like, I mean, I would rather someone tell me after I purchase it. I think all of it's retarded, but I would rather someone tell me after I purchase a movie ticket. For a good movie, I'd rather them say, I don't like this movie, it's bad, than for when we went to go see Star Wars Episode 8 in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
And walked through, and the lady was like, it's a great movie, it's an amazing movie, it's the best movie ever, holy shit, it was so good.
Well, first off, she said that about every movie. And second off, with Star Wars, Last Jedi, like, I think it took like a day or two for everyone to kind of a lot of people were in denial that movie's bad for a while. Like it took a couple days to process that what you just watched was ass. Like that was like you didn't want to believe it. That movie was fun. I had to go rewatch it.
Dude, you literally roasted me because I during the movie knew it was fucking ass and just went to sleep.
I thought that was retarded as fuck.
And then next day you were like, bro, the movie wasn't that bad. So I was like, fine. And I bought another ticket and went to see it again by myself. Watched the whole thing through. Came home and I texted you. Movie was still fucking bad. And then everyone hated it.
Yeah, I mean, it really sucks when that happens. That's literally like, I like Batman v Superman, the full 3-hour-long version because they cut shit out, important plot details. When I watched the original like theatrical version that was ass, I was like, damn, like I was kind of good. And then I watched the first Suicide Squad. I was like, yeah, you know, that was like, but it's like, so when you spend $10 on this blockbuster that you're looking forward to seeing, it's especially Star Wars. Sometimes it takes like a little bit to like
definitely
kick in, like
Star Wars.
That was not good, and you're like in denial. I had to rewatch it and be like, "Damn, this does fucking suck." And I have rewatched Star Wars. I've rewatched The Last Jedi multiple times. I tried to rewatch it and think of it in a different light, and every time I'm like, "This movie sucks. I can't like it."
Did you notice that the only people who liked Star Wars Episode 8 before Episode 9 came out, because that made me think Episode 8 was okay? The only people who liked Episode 8 were literally fags. Like they're just fucking like,
it's insane.
The far fucking like Democrat fucking rainbow flag wearing.
I don't know what it. I think it's I don't know. Like there's no way. Like it baffles me that anyone can actually sit here and think that it's like a really good movie. Like
imagine
you can think it's
every
like,
single thing that you were excited to see from the last movie. Imagine taking every single thing that people wanted to see and changing it.
I think
so that you didn't expect it.
The only reason anybody likes The Last Jedi or any of these other trash movies that are similar to it is that it's either A, they have this mentality of different is better. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you thought like he was gonna like, nope, he's subverted your expectations. It's not what you expected. That means it's good. Like, no, that's a stupid way to think. Or B, they're like, oh, all these people who are anti-LGBTQ plus or whatever don't like the movie. Well, I'm on the side of the movie. You're on the wrong side of
My
this
gay
war.
friend liked it, so therefore
they don't really
it.
care about the movie. They only care about the agenda. It's not about the contents of the movie. They care about, yes, slay Ray, boss queen. Yeah, I'm on the side of this
a
movie's
Mary
fucking
Sue.
lit. It's fucking stupid. So like they either don't actually, both cases, they don't actually know like what makes a good story at all.
There's also people that are like so-called movie buffs, people that love movies, that think all you need, like if you're questioning a movie after you watch it, all you need to make it a good movie is if you just think about it for a while. Like if you think about it for the next few days, you're still thinking
about
movie.
Last Jedi makes it worse.
That means that it was good because it made me think about it for like 3 days straight. I've heard people say that.
That's dumb as fuck.
If a movie makes you think about it for a while, that means it's good.
That's dumb. I haven't thought about the first Avatar in a long time, but it still holds up as a good movie. Like,
yeah, it's a perfectly fine movie. Really, it's fun to watch. It's okay. Thing.
It's really dumb to make a movie that intentionally tries to upset people and think that that's like somehow like I'm cool and witty and like badass. Like, no. And it's even worse to do that in a pre-established franchise that's been like lasting for over 30 years, like, and basically ruining the plot. Like, bro, this is a new trilogy and you just fucked it in the ass.
Yeah, that's like, fucking, what's his name? Rian Johnson? Fuck that guy. He made, did you watch the second Knives Out? Didn't they make a sequel for Knives Out?
Yeah, wasn't as good as the first one.
Was it good at all?
It was good.
Okay.
It just, wasn't spectacular.
Dude was like, I directed the Fly episode from Breaking Bad, therefore I can do fucking Star Wars.
I don't, like...
I'm gonna subvert expectations again.
Dude. What a little prick. No one came to... I don't... Bro, I hope he rots in hell, dude. You're such a little prick. Who in their right mind went to spend their money to go to a packed theater and get hyped as fuck and wear their Star Wars merch and fucking be a super fan and watch all these movies back to back in preparation and get ready for what's next in the Star Wars saga just for you to fucking flip everything on its head because you think that you're smart? Like, go fuck yourself. It's not about you, you narcissistic fuck.
Yeah, I fucking hate Rian Johnson.
It's you think that this is about you. It's not. You are nothing. You are just here to make the movie. This is imagine they made... So you have, the Hobbit trilogy, and then you have Lord of the Rings. They make a new Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then you're like, damn, this movie's actually good as fuck. Like, you see old, what's that? What's the main, short Hobbit dude name?
Oh, Frodo?
Yeah, you see Frodo, and he's older, and you see, like, it's basically, you see The Force Awakens, but with Lord of the Rings. And you're like, damn, this movie was dope as fuck. I can't wait to see what's in store for the next one. And then someone just shits all over the Lord of the Rings franchise. You would literally fucking want to strangle that person. Like, that is
it's like the reason why
so
Frodo
stupid.
Started smoking the finest weed in the Southern Kingdom is because he's actually gay. And fuck Sam Wise. Dude, if they just in Lord of the Rings episode 5, like after episode 4 comes out and it's really good and fucking, Frodo's an old man and it's really good. In episode 5, they just go, well, Frodo and Sam are gay and they're fucking. Like, what?
Oh my God. It'd be insane, bro. It'd be fucking insane. Like, this, like, I don't know what, Rian Johnson was smoking some extra shit, bro, because Lord of the Rings, this is not like this is not your franchise, bro. This is
Rian Johnson
Tolkien's vision.
What he doesn't
and this
understand
is George Lucas's vision.
Is that Star Wars, like, he wasn't just a guy that was hired to make the next Star Wars. Star Wars is bigger than him. He didn't understand that it's bigger than him. So he was like, I was hired to do it. That means I'm qualified to do whatever the fuck I want.
Prick.
Yeah.
Literally, like, the more I think about, like, okay, I gave him a little pass for the sake of I liked, like, Knives Out was a really excellent movie, and like he's a good writer and director, but he's also a narcissistic little fucking shrimpy little fuck who thinks that he has any say or place in this franchise. Like, this is not yours. This is not your sandbox. You act like you're not Stan Lee. You're not George Lucas. You're not Tolkien. You don't like your job is to just keep the ship sailing forward, not reinvent the ship. Like, that's not what this is, bro.
This isn't fucking Noah's Ark, fag. You're not Noah. First of all, you're not George Lucas. Second of all, you're not Tolkien. Third of all, you're not fucking Noah. Fuck off. You're not Jesus
Ryan
Christ.
Johnson. Retard. It's on your name tag.
You're literally just a guy who's been hired his entire life to write the next episode of something.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck
For
up.
real.
Like, you're not Vince Gilligan. That's his name, right? Vince Gilligan?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Gilligan's
not fucking
Island.
Vince Gilligan. You
live on Gilligan's Island.
You directed the most infamous episode of Breaking Bad. Because
Well, no, he also directed one of the best episodes of Breaking Bad.
Well, yeah, but like he directed the Fly episode, and I would say half the people that saw that hated it, and the other half were like, "Oh, it was fun. You know, it was fun to watch."
I love that episode.
I think it's. I think it's.
He made the episode where Hank dies.
Oh,
so yeah, one of the best episodes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did do a decent job, but literally his entire job was to continue something someone else wrote.
Yeah.
It's like, here's your storyboard, now direct it. This is your job.
It's really stupid.
You're not being creative here. Don't even try to be creative. You have a job. Imagine going to work at your movie theater that you used to work at, and instead of doing like, oh, okay, my tasks are cook popcorn, clean the floors, and do the dishes and go home. No, it's, oh, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make the popcorn my way. I'm going to bring my own seasoning and shit.
So
make my
goofy.
own popcorn my way, and people are going to like it. And I'm going
to
buy my own floor cleaner, and I'm going to do it all my own.
I'm going to make them question, what is popcorn? Why do I want it? Like, what is the meaning of popcorn? You know, like, do I really want popcorn?
Oh, yeah, you're not even that bad. Like dude, if Ryan
flip it on
Johnson
its
worked
head.
at a movie theater, you'd go in there and he'd be like, oh, yeah, we don't serve popcorn anymore.
Yeah, like, no, actually, you'd pay for your popcorn, and then he's handing it to you, and then he just tosses it. And then you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He gives you sugar cookies. Like,
and then
this is
like,
the
what
movie
fuck?
snack now.
I didn't ask
subverted
for
your
this.
expectations, didn't I?
And he says, well, it's making you think now. It's making you think. Yeah, I'm thinking about killing you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about killing myself. After I was hyped for popcorn.
I want popcorn. I will not leave until you give me popcorn, you asshole.
Which is what I thought when I was like, I want a sequel to Star Wars Episode 7, because 7 was good.
People always want the same things, though. It's like, yes! I do want the same thing! I like it.
Ryan Johnson is the type to go to a concert, right? He goes to, you're going to watch Metallica, your favorite band of all time. And he's the type to go there and be like, you know what? I'm going to write your set list today and just give him a whole bunch of covers. Like all the other songs that he likes. And like everyone else, because it's Metallica though, because it's Metallica, you're going to like it, right?
Dumb.
It's like
that's what scares
Star
me
Wars
is that,
with Ryan Johnson was literally that. You're going to go see Star Wars, but not Star Wars.
One day, when I'm old and I'm feeble and I can no longer work, and hopefully by then I will have created my entire universe of characters and storylines out of my comics. It scares me. Like, I will only give the reins to someone to continue like any ideas they have if I know for 100% certainty that I can trust them with this property. You know, it scares me that maybe if I become successful enough, if I die, who knows who will have access to my shit. And then there'll be a Ryan Johnson out there who's gonna like mix up the whole world. It's like, you thought this superhero had this backstory? No, he's actually fucking retarded. Like, just flip everything on its head and ruin it because they think that like it's their story to tell. It's not your story. It's really Ryan Johnson's a special fucking case where
I hate Ryan Johnson. He's not a special case. He's a fucking retarded case, and he should fucking kill himself.
any creator, I mean, that's just like terrifying to have someone come into your sandbox and just mess around with everything. Imagine if you made a D&D campaign and I said, I'm gonna run this campaign this session. You can play, and I'm gonna run your world.
Yeah, like,
and then I just shit all over everything. I just ruin everything.
or if it's like we're playing D&D and me and Brian are the players, and I just speak for Brian all the time.
It's like
no. I'm gonna, you know what? Hey, I say to Brian, yo, you're a cool guy. And then he responds saying, fuck you. No.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't just do that. It's not yours. Well, we are 1 hour and 11 minutes in and I have to pee really fucking bad. So join the Discord.
One last thing before the episode ends. Logan Paul has a new crypto scheme going on called Crypto Zoo. And he bought a while ago, he bought a pig, and he was like, oh, this pig's bigger than I thought it would be. And now Logan Paul's pig has been found with a dead pig in like a big open field, and it was like injured or something. So he left a pig out. He got a pig, and then he didn't want to take care of it anymore. So he left it out in the middle of nowhere, and it got saved, and it was gonna fucking die.
I actually know about this story, and I can explain it better than you. Wow. Logan Paul was like, ooh, look at these teacup pigs. They're so cute and small. They don't grow up and be big. So bought a teacup pig. Thought it was cool. And then his excuse for not taking care of it was, well, I didn't buy it in the country that I live in. So I didn't have someone to take care of it while I was gone, or I didn't rehome it. I just left. When it's like, is he a billionaire? No. He's a multi-millionaire, though. He's got so much money. You can pay someone else to take care of it, or you can give it to someone else. And the other pig was a pig that he got so that this pig had friends. And that one died.
Literally a psycho. He's literally a psycho. There's a YouTube video where he does like a brain scan, and like there's like parts of his brain that are empty where like making good choices are or some shit. Or like
conscience belongs?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Shit,
believe it or not, the guy that fucking recorded a dead body in the woods for content and then went on to make videos where he's like, oh, I'm actually colorblind and I put these glasses on and now I'm not, and it's insane, you know? That guy, really?
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
It's that's some suicide fuel for you.
I can't hold my pee anymore. You have to fucking outro this. I'm gonna go pee.
This is a good suicide fuel for all the viewers out there, that someone who is a complete scumbag is more successful than you will ever be, and makes more money than you, and gets more bitches, and he's younger than you. So think about that, everybody, and try to enjoy that fact of life. My name is Ethan. We have a Discord, and join it. It's in the description. And we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. I'm trying to stall as long as possible, but this looks to be it. So, see you, everybody. That's the end of the show. Why are you still here? I'm waiting for you to leave. That's it. That's all, folks.
I just peed so hard I shit myself.